Let's dive into the 4 core areas. The first one is safety engineering. The thing about safety engineering is it's all about risk mitigation. You identify some hazards and some risks, and you mitigate them, and you make sure that the mitigation actually works. Here's a picture of someone out on a rope having some fun, and you can say, well, what's the hazard? Well, the hazard is they might lose their grip or somehow slide off the rope and fall down. And if you look closely, you can see there's a little hasp attached to a lanyard so that if this person falls off the rope, that will keep them on the rope so they don't plunge down to the bottom of the ravine. There's some technical areas with safety engineering, whether it's computers or anything else. One of the things you do is redundancy to help mitigate failures. If you look really closely at this picture, there's actually 2 ropes. So if one breaks, let's hope that the other one's strong enough to hold that person up. There's safety standards for engineering rigor. There are a bunch of safety standards associated with this equipment, making sure, for example, that the rope is manufactured and tested in a consistent way so that you know the rope is strong enough. And there's some design assurance beyond just testing. So you don't just say, well, let's see how strong the rope is by pulling on it. You make sure that there are standards for construction and quality control for all the equipment. That applies to ropes, it applies to computers. That's just how safety engineering works. There's a strong need for safety culture and independent oversight for safety. You can have all the standards you want, but if people do not take them seriously, you're not going to get safety out the other end.